All right, welcome to Humpdays.
Welcome back, Humpers. I'm Rebecca Rosselli.
I'm Alfie Rosselli.
And this is Humpdays.
This is Humpdays. We're the Rosellis.
We're the Rosellis.
Oh, man, we have a fun episode. Football's back.
Yep. Football's back, which means...
It's Swiftie season.
Yeah, Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift's relationship is making headlines because a document was released that said that Taylor Swift, it was a contract that was released that says that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are going to be breaking up on September 28th. But now that it's been leaked, might be a couple months. How are they going to recover from this? Do you think it's real?
Well, at first I didn't think it was real, but then I looked at Kansas City's schedule and the document says that they're going to break up. Like it was supposed to be released on September 28th. But I looked at Kansas City's schedule and they're playing in Vegas on the 27th. And what better place to be going through a breakup is in Las Vegas with your boys.
True.
And if you looked at because we just saw the Thursday night opener.
Yeah.
And if you saw how Taylor Swift entered, just by herself, no girls, no fanfare, a hot outfit.
Yeah, she was dressing up to look as hot as she could.
She looked good.
Yeah.
But Travis Kelce looked terrible.
Oh my God.
He looks like he's quiet quitting that relationship. He's like...
He's begging her to break up with him.
That haircut, that mustache. He looks like that Don Mattingly on The Simpsons, like way back in the day when Mr. Burns is yelling at him. He's like, Mattingly, what did I say about those sideburns?
Mattingly, get rid of those sideburns.
What sideburns?
You heard me, hippie.
Sideburns. Like,
Cut them off.
get rid of those sideburns.
And he just keeps going further and further.
Yeah, that's exactly what he looks like.
Yeah.
So there's no way that man is going to go to Vegas looking like that. He's ready for a glow up.
He's got a porn star mustache
He's got the porn star stash. He's got the
Yeah.
sad boy stash. He's quiet quitting. That's what I think. 'Cause
Yeah,
you know
he's
she
like-
doesn't find that attractive.
Yeah, like nobody would. No woman would. It's too much. He's purposefully making himself ugly so that she breaks up with
Yeah.
him. He's like, I don't want to be the one to break up.
And it's true because we did a deep dive and Taylor Swift really isn't his type. Like he likes thick black girls.
And she likes tall blonde women.
That is also that's also some hot gossip going
So he's
down.
a little different than that.
Well, you were telling me that it's even in the songs.
Yeah, there's like a whole... Okay, I've been on a deep dive into Taylor Swift's it's called Gaylor. It's the
Gaylor.
Reddit forums Gaylor. And now I'm fully convinced. She is at least bi,
Yeah.
but she's definitely gay.
Yeah, Tay Tay, little gay.
Yeah, so she had this whole it's in the lyrics. So Carly Kloss, she had like a whole relationship with Carly Kloss.
And they kind of look alike too.
They do.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it's
She likes
probably,
tall blondes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably the closest Taylor Swift can get to dating herself, really.
That's right.
So,
She's got an ego problem.
yeah.
They get the
Narcissist. Aren't all these Hollywood celebrities narcissists?
She learned it from all the actors she's been dating. Yeah, that's right.
And she has this song called it's like "Call It What You Want" or something like that. Call it what you want, and people think that the way she sings it is like Carly, what you want.
Ooh.
Yeah. They also think that she often sings about women. She's like, "Marry me, Juliet," like all these things in her songs.
Oh, that's right.
Sometimes she'll slip and say she instead of he. Like there's evidence of this at her concerts. And she's always like, well, it's from the man's perspective. And it's like, that's her,
Yeah,
and they're all they're like, so people will comment on the gaylor stuff, like whenever she slips in a concert and says that, then they're like, guys, it's from the male perspective, guys, like with the up and down text, like lowercase, uppercase.
She's like sending a message to the women too, like, I'm gonna be the man in this relationship. I'll take care of you ladies.
Yeah. What with the song, I'll be the
Well,
man?
yeah, she's in the man perspective, like she would be the man in the relationship.
Oh, would she?
The power dynamic.
Yeah.
Well, because even with Travis Kelce, she looks like she's kind of calling the shots on that too.
Oh,
where it's just like
100%.
because if you've seen him
Yeah.
like with his other girlfriends, the thick ones, like he's all up in there with his hands. He's always like getting touchy feely, and with
Yeah.
her, it's just like, okay, like can I put my arm around you now?
Oh my God, what if Ice Spice was brought to the Super Bowl for Travis?
Yeah, like if you win, you get Ice Spice, and I get Blake Lively.
Yes. Oh my God. Also, Taylor Swift, her nails are always really short.
Oh yeah, because she likes.
Why would they be short, guys?
Because she likes to play a little country on the clitar.
Yeah, but I'm like fully convinced. I think like now it just makes sense. She just seems like It's like the guys she's picking, like
Yeah,
they're all beards.
they're all lipstick lesbians. That's true.
You tend to think that gay women are always bi.
Not all of them. I think the ones that are like lipstick lesbians can be.
Okay.
I'd say there's a lot of lesbians that are like, oh yeah, that girl does not like the D.
Why are you so convinced that a dude can be full on gay, but a girl can't be full on gay?
I don't know. That's a good question. I'll have to go to therapy for that one.
Because I think it's a little gay to think that, because it's like you just think men are just like so irresistible that like everyone there couldn't possibly be a sexuality where they weren't attracted to men.
I think okay, because I think there is like a certain level of gay,
Okay.
where it's like that guy's definitely not attracted to women. Like that certain level of twink,
Okay.
where it's just like that sassy, like oh I'm so gay and like oh dramatic, like that like skinny like bottom.
We just got canceled.
Yeah. Well, you asked the question.
Twinks.
I think the twinks are the ones that would like just like grossed up by vaginas.
Okay.
Just because I've done in improv classes with with really gay guys because
Yeah.
Pacific Northwest, and like whenever a woman would mention their vagina, like they would just be more grossed out than guys than the
that's
straight
true.
guys. Like they
That's
just
so
couldn't help it.
true.
Like oh gross.
Yeah. I found that they were like so sexist about vaginas.
Yeah. Like, it's just like that's why I think that like. That's why I think there's like some gay guys are just like pure gay, and they have levels for it too. They have like platinum gay, which is like you've never like the only vagina you've ever touched was the one you came out of.
And then there's no, that's gold gay, gold star.
Yeah.
Platinum is when the mom had a C-section.
Okay, so you've just never touched a vagina.
Yeah. So you've never touched a
And gold
vagina.
is like you've experimented and like you've broken a woman's heart and given her trauma.
Or
'cause-
silver. Silver maybe,
Silver,
something
yeah.
like that. Yeah, but I think that I am fully convinced that so Taylor Swift and Blake Lively might be a thing. And people also suspect Blake Lively is definitely in the press right now. Of course, she's getting prepared because Ryan Reynolds and her are also being rumored to break up in the next month as well.
Yeah.
So that could be a whole little relationship that occurred that we don't know. There are suspicions that, so we'll put it up, but like Taylor Swift and Blake Lively posted this picture of themselves where they're just like kind of like a couple. Like,
Yeah.
And they're always like cuddly with each other. It could be a thing.
Yeah, and it is election season too, so it's just like I don't think Kelce wants to support Kamala.
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, they're gonna break up before the election. I think there's something to do with that, and then she's gonna date Blake Lively,
Okay.
and then they're gonna support Kamala, and then Travis Kelce in his glow up, he's gonna support Trump.
Really?
Well, look at that stash and that hairdo. And look at his friends. Like, if you look at Patrick Mahomes, he's always like praying to God, which is very conservative. Yeah. And his wife is just always going hard on libtards, like on the internet. Like,
Really?
she goes hard. Yeah.
Really?
And then the kicker as well, Butker,
Yeah.
he gave that famous speech at a college where it's like, women, you shouldn't prioritize your career. You should prioritize family.
Oh my God.
And they play in the Midwest state. And his brother.
That's right.
And his brother as well has married conservative with a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
So I think like there is like maybe a little rift there on that.
Yeah, wrong. The PR teams are clashing on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, Kelsey's like, listen, I will do Pfizer. I'll do Pfizer. I'll do Bud Light. But I draw the line at white dudes for Kamala. That is a hard line. I could not go in that locker room after I do a white dudes for Kamala commercial.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's so true. And Ryan Reynolds as well. So a beard, just for clarity here, a beard is basically a dude or a woman, depends, like can be either one, that is kind of like covering up for a closeted individual.
Yeah.
So like Taylor Swift's beard right now is Travis, and
Yeah.
she's had several beards is the theory. And Ryan Gosling's beard is
Reynolds.
or Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they look so similar.
They're both Canadian.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're both gay.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. I would
Who's the
assume
one who took the Barbie role?
that. Oh yeah, clearly, Gosling.
And that's not the right one though.
No, Ryan Reynolds is
Is-
Deadpool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're both gay.
Yeah.
He took the Barbie role.
Yeah. I'd love to be Ken, directed by a woman in a feminist movie. Acting. Oh, I get to sing and dance?
Yeah.
I can't wait to tell all my mates.
Jack Gyllenhaal was also
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Or Jake Gyllenhaal was also what's wrong with me? Jake Gyllenhaal was also a
I feel like you're ready to be a mom because you're just getting names wrong. You're right.
I'm dyslexic today. He also like dated Taylor Swift for a while too, like a minute there, just to cover up for Carly Kloss, which was like her most significant, and like that one I'm fully convinced was a real relationship. They were caught kissing and everything.
Yeah.
The latest iPhone 10 wasn't invented yet, so it's a little blurry, but it was definitely kissing. But he, played Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah.
He is 100% gay as
yeah,
well.
he was in Brokeback Mountain with Heath Ledger. Rest in peace. Great actor. But Heath Ledger, he's known to be a method actor.
Yes.
So he stays in character, like on and off. Like when they say cut, he's still barebacking. he's still I can't quit you.
I think Jake Gyllenhaal was definitely using the excuse of method acting outside of filming as well.
We just want an actor. We just want to win an Oscar for acting. It's like acting gay. Well, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just like that's the role. Like a lot of these actors are gay. Like look at the guy who played another beard. The guy who played Spider-Man. What's his name? Billy Elliot. Who played Billy Elliot? Tom Holland.
Yeah.
So he played Billy Elliot, child actor, loves his musicals.
Yeah.
And then he's
So you think
gymnastics.
he's Zendaya's beard?
Yes. Well,
So you think Zendaya is
because I think
Zendaya?
when they pick
I'm
these
now
roles,
paranoid.
I think when they pick these roles, if you're an actor, it's just like, oh, there's a hot sex scene with this girl. Yeah, I'd love to do it. There's this hot sex scene. So the movie he does after Spider-Man, he's getting railed in the bathroom by this big black guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like that's I want to show off my acting chops. It's like, no, you want to spread your chops to this big black guy. It's like,
Oh my God. It's all coming together. Hollywood's just a bunch of beards.
yeah.
Do you think
And it's just like, just come out, just say you're gay.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah. Why do you think Taylor won't admit it? Why is
What?
it so detrimental in 2024 to her career?
I don't think it would matter if she came up with Blake Lively because that is so hot. I think the most staunch,
Straight male perspective
the
today.
most staunch Republican, would be like, yeah, I get it. I get it. This is a pass.
Exactly. Wouldn't it like skyrocket
I know
her
that
fame?
one would. That one
Why
would.
is her team so sad? She must be so pissed that Chappell Roan's like just flying to the top of the charts,
And-
being fully out, and she's
and-
just been like so nervous about
Yeah,
coming out this whole time.
Yeah, and Chappell Roan was married to a dude, or about to get married to a dude,
Yeah.
and then she discovered
Yeah.
sexuality.
Yeah. And she's now completely straight,
Gay.
gay.
Yeah, she's gay now.
Completely gay.
She's completely gay now.
Yeah.
That's spreading rumors.
Yeah.
So and then like with the Ryan Reynolds thing, I think he is like low key a beard as well.
Yeah.
Because he's best friends with Hugh Jackman, and that guy is gay.
Yes.
Like, because if you've seen,
He has a beard.
He has a beard. If you've seen his wife, she's a beautiful woman, but looks wise, they're not necessarily on the same level. And also, she kind of looks a little gay herself because she has like short gray hair. She keeps fit because he's fit. They like probably exercise together. They're probably best friends. She has a gay best friend.
Yeah.
And he just loves his musicals. He loves singing and dancing. He loves, like, if you see him at he hosts the Tony Awards. And you see
Irrefutable proof.
Well,
he's hosting the Tony Awards.
He loves hosting the Tony
Yes,
Awards.
does. He really loves it. He
loves
does a great job. You're
yeah,
right.
and that is like a gay
This is-
ceremony. That's the gay night. That's the one they love. That's the
it's
Broadway.
all coming together.
Yeah. And like he's best friends with Ryan Reynolds.
Oh,
and
my
like
God.
I know they have kids. Like Ryan Reynolds has kids with Blake Lively,
Yeah.
but I think it
4
was
of them.
Yeah, they have 4. Really, they have 4
Yeah.
kids. Blake Lively.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, well, I think they were artificially inseminated. Like they got his semen out of Hugh Jackman's bum.
They harvested it.
They harvested it, and then And I think that's why they like this superhero stuff. That's why they like the superhero movies. They're all in these leather outfits. It's like it's
tight
a kink.
leather outfits.
It's a kink.
Who else is gonna take that role?
Yeah, it's like they dehydrate themselves. They get these abs, and then they just like share a trailer. Budget cuts.
Method acting.
Budget cuts. Time to toughen Hollywood.
So if Taylor Swift and Blake Lively are together, we still haven't cracked the mystery of why she won't just like her team won't let her come out. What could it be?
I think it's a Taylor thing because I think she's in control. I don't think it's her team. I think she does have a team, but I think she has final say. Like I think it's like a Game of Thrones thing where it's just like she sits at the head of the table and she has these advisors. What's our move next? Who's coming to try and take the throne?
Does it sell more tickets if people think she has somebody that's going to like propose to her at any minute?
Oh yeah, because it's those romantic songs that it is true, and yeah. But I think with like Taylor, that just opens up a brand new door. Oh my God, if she did come out, do you know how many of these tweens would also come out as gay?
Yeah,
they just
I know.
like they'll do whatever she says. Like they just want to be her friend, be just like her. It's just like a lot of women would experiment.
Her fan base is largely women, so maybe they're all kind of in denial.
Oh God,
well.
You know why I think? Do you know why I think? Because the birth rate is already in decline, and if she came out as gay, it would just decimate the birth rate. It would just decimate.
Everybody would just opt out.
It would just like that would have devastating effects to the American birth rate.
Yes.
It's just like
that could be it.
I think that's it.
The government's coming.
She's doing it for us.
She's doing it for
humanity,
for our taxes in the future.
It's just for our humanity because like no one's gonna be able to take care of us when we're old.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she is taking one for the team.
Yeah.
So she's a great person.
Do you think she'll have kids?
Oh, how old is she now?
I
guess it doesn't matter.
2 years older than me, right? I don't know.
She's probably 37. I guess it doesn't matter how old you are because I think it's just like I mean, she probably has access to the greatest doctors in the world.
And you just hire a person now, like the Kardashians did.
And she probably has speculating. She probably has some eggs frozen.
Oh, yeah. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
No, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting.
And the thing is, like, if she did have a kid, if I was her, I'd pick Travis Kelce because that kid's going to be an athlete no matter what.
Yeah.
Because she's really tall, he's really tall. Like, the genetics are there. Just be a great athlete.
Do you think that this contract is real then? Because why would they break up?
I think Travis is devastated that it came out because she's probably like, all right, we got to stick it out another 2 months. I don't want them to think this is real. And he's like, that's why he has that look. That's why he has that look. He's like,
going to get a nose piercing.
I'm quiet quitting. You said the 28th. I need to get me some thick chicks. Vegas is booked.
Ice Spice just like another collab with Taylor Swift. Another collab.
You can have Ice Spice. That's it. I'm sick of Ice Spice.
Ice Spice is sick of herself.
Yeah, Ice Spice is just like, yeah.
We saw that. You didn't put that clip up in the last one. You should put it up in this
Yeah, she's
one.
tired.
She is tired. She just does not want to be twerking anymore, and they keep making her twerk. That's her whole thing. Poor girl.
Yeah, they just take Ozempic and go twerk. She's like, oh.
She's over it.
She's over it, poor girl.
So do you think that Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively deserve the canceling they're getting?
I don't think they're deserving the canceling they're getting at all. I think like what's come out, I think it's because that. So
and do you
want to explain it?
Because
can you explain it to me again what it's all about? Because you read the book, so the whole thing comes off this controversy from this book, which you've read. Mm-hmm. Can you give some like?
It's basically a book about. It's called It Ends With Us, and it's about ending domestic violence. So it basically is about a woman that gets kind of love bombed by this guy, and he's like a surgeon and he's handsome and he's rich, and then he just starts to beat her up essentially here and there. When things go wrong, he can't really handle his emotions, and then I don't really want to spoil it for you guys, but she gets pregnant, and then she breaks up with him, and they co-parent, and everybody lives happily ever after. And it's kind of weird that the ending is like very happily ever after. It's a little bit bizarre, but
how did you described it to me? You said it was You said it was
like Twilight with TV.
yeah.
There's like two guys that she's like. There's a childhood guy that she's like she was in love with when she was younger, and then he comes back into her life, and then she's like picking between the two of them, but then she gets pregnant at the wrong time and has to kind of take a break from both because the guy who's beats her up is like very upset whenever he sees her with that guy. So,
but you said it was kind of written like Stephanie Meyer wrote Twilight, right? It's like very like pre-teeny writing. So it is like Twilight.
Yeah.
With some DV.
It is. Yeah.
So like, and she's getting some flack now because for promo she's like, dress in your florals, bring your girls, and it's like, yeah, that's kind of Twilighty, and it's just like that's kind of more upbeat. A lot of young people did read it. Go with your girls.
Yeah.
Bring more people to the theater. I think that's a good PR thing to say. I don't think that's tone deaf.
Okay.
So much. Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah, bring your girls. Like, bring a lot of people to the movies. Like, no one's going to the movies. I want people to see my movie.
Yeah.
Don't be like, this is gonna be sad. Like I don't want a disclaimer at the beginning.
Yeah. But her
like,
co-star now is basically he took the opposite route and he was like, oh, like being very like this is a piece of art that will help women. Come. I want you to choose yourselves instead of choosing violence.
That guy gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
That guy I have an issue with because he's the director and he stars in it and this is his passion project and it's your passion project about domestic violence. Like that's like written for girls. Like, and it's just like, ew, that's a sheep in wolf's clothing. That's like I said, I'm a male feminist. Like, watch out for those guys, ladies. like that guy, there's something wrong with that guy. And like,
I'm a nice guy.
I'm a really nice guy. And he gets mad. He probably like that. Like I said, with the guys that like, wanted to take those roles, they do gay stuff. This is the guy who's taking this role because he wants the power and the control of control. I'm going to control Blake Lively. I'm going to control the stars in this movie.
Oh, and not to mention, he fat shamed her on set.
Well, that's right. Yeah, he was saying he had a bad back. He's like, oh, I have a bad back. Yes. I need to know how much she weighs. It's like you don't need to know how much a woman weighs. Just guess. Yeah. And if you get like, what kind of a man's? Oh, I have a bad back. I can't carry you for this scene, and it's like so important. It's just like, just cut around it.
Like, it's like, sorry about your back.
Sorry about your back. Like, you can't work around that if you have a bad back, which I don't believe that's true. Because you can work around anything. Like, do you remember that we saw that clip of like Indiana Jones where it's like Indiana Jones had the flu, that famous scene where the guy with the whip, the whip.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's just like there's supposed to be this big fight scene, but he had food poisoning, so he's just like, I'm just gonna go out there and just shoot the guy.
Yeah.
And like that's like the coolest scene. And it just happened because he had food poisoning.
Yeah, that was improv, right?
That was improv.
Yeah.
So it's just like you're not making Indiana Jones, you're making DV Twilight, and you're being a creep about it. Like,
and couldn't they fake that with like CGI so easily, or just like have the cut be that she's like this, but she's like on a stool or something? There's so many ways it could have worked.
Yeah, she should have emasculated him. Like, no, let's do that scene, but let's get a stunt double.
Yeah,
let's get a real man in.
Like a guy in a wig.
Yeah, let's get a man who can pick me up. Like, I know she's probably like 5'8". But like she's mostly boob weight. Like she's just like she probably doesn't weigh that much.
No.
Like it's like that's a nag. That's a serious nag.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't do that. That's like a nag. And I think honestly, I'm taking defense of Blake Lively here because like maybe because I like Gossip Girl.
Or you just hate that guy.
Well, I mean, he does give me that vibe where it's just like,
right.
This guy.
You know what? You're right.
He gives me a vibe. He gives me a vibe. Like, I wouldn't be friends with this guy. Like, especially. Go find out how much she weighs. Like, I'm not gonna ask that. Like, you're being weird. But with Blake Lively, that other thing, that interview that came out where she's like, "Would you ask the women how they dressed?" Remember, like she was getting because that's the thing. He got a PR team to start trashing her. So he got a PR team, and that's why all this Blake Lively stuff is coming out.
And it's all coming out of the woodwork right now, and it's like kind of suspicious.
Yeah. So you're doing interviews from back in 2014.
Yes.
She's like, "You're doing PR for this." What kind of a man does that? What kind of a man hires a PR team to attack a married woman with kids? She's the star of your movie because you want to save your image because she just doesn't like you. And and I think I'm right with the vibes, and I don't think people are taking sides because Taylor's more famous, because you were telling me that the entire cast unfollowed him on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
So it's just like, it's vibes. Like you get a weird vibe. I think they all kind of like had enough of them on set.
Yeah.
And she's like, just trying her best. Just bring your friends, bring your florals. Like, and I don't disagree
And
with
buy
that.
my shampoo.
And buy my shampoo. Just like product placement.
It's tone deaf, but it's also like
It was silly.
it's an attempt at marketing,
Yeah.
and it's not really. It's definitely tone deaf, but like, what celebrity like lives in the real world at all?
That's
you
a good
know?
point.
Like her and Ryan are just like always coming up with these little quirky little back and forths, you know,
Yeah.
and just like everything's a show. It
Yeah.
can't. It's not like. I don't know. It's like that'd be very. It would be very. I don't know if it's the best marketing tactic to be like, guys, like, get ready to like cry and have a somber tone to this movie. It's like that's not even the vibe of it, because you're right. It's the Twilight of
and
DV books. Like it's when the way it's written is so perfectly in a little bow. Like I said at the end, the ending's just like, and everything worked out.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, that's not.
It's like, what do you want this woman to say? This movie means a lot to me. This role just spoke to me because sometimes Ryan hits me. It's like, no, they have kids. It's just like, she just took the role. It was like a famous book. It's going to be fun. I'm going to try my best acting in it. And she has carried movies before. She did that shark movie, which was great. That was like really good. And,
How was it really good? I have no memory of this.
okay. Well, it was, I think it's because it's a horror, kind of a horror. Like
Okay.
she gets like
Eaten by a shark?
She just carries the whole movie. It's just her and a shark. And it was like, it was a really good thriller. She was
Yeah.
trying to escape the shark. And she was in Gossip Girl. Amazing.
All sorts of things are coming out from
Yeah.
her time on Gossip Girl of her being a bully.
A bully to Leighton Meester. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that's like when they're the two stars, they both like kind of go at it. Like just like with rest in peace here, Shannon Doherty. She had some troubles on
There's
set.
also, though, some rumors that they were dating at first, and then they broke up, and then it went south.
Oh, I like that.
I know. Who
That's juicy. That's
knows?
some hot goss. Let the Gossip Girls gossip.
Yeah, yeah. And bringing it back to Taylor, there's rumors of them running around like a closed down mall together, like renting out a mall and closing it out for themselves and just like hanging out and having a girls' night holding hands.
That's awesome. I like that. That's wholesome.
This episode was basically just about beards and
Taylor Swift.
and Lavender Haze. Lavender relationships is another way to put it. So Lavender Haze is speculated to be about her wanting to continue in her bearded relationships.
Ooh.
Her lesbian affairs.
Saucy.
So do you think that Taylor Swift is gay? Do you think that all of this Travis Kelce relationship is a farce? Do you think it's a PR stunt? Or do you think that they just happened to meet each other happenstance? And it was all just natural relationship?
I want to
Let us know.